Hello, 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 ladies, and welcome back. I am Karena Calhoun. I am your introverted ambition bully, and I am your introvert advocate. I myself am an introvert, and a lot of times folks are shocked to hear that with as much visibility as that I do. But indeed, I am an introvert. I am not an ambivert. I don't switch back and forth. I am a true introvert at heart. So, today we're diving into a topic that, because I'm an introvert, is absolutely close to my heart and probably likely close to yours as well. So, we're going to be talking about mastering social media engagement without losing yourself in the noise. We know that that can happen. We absolutely know that that can happen. And so that is something that I want to bring to the forefront today. I want to talk about this. I want us to be able to dialogue about this. So if you're feeling really like your voice is getting lost in this digital abyss that's out here, this session is really designated just for you. And I encourage you to go and listen to the video that I released recently where I talked about a situation that happened to me where I felt unheard and I felt unseen, or actually, it was revealed to me that that is what was happening in my life. And that is what really sparked a lot of the change, the pivot, the maneuvering that I made in my business to help my business be successful and for me to be able to see the dreams and visions that I have for my business come to life. And so, again, go back and watch that video. It is absolutely um, something that I believe a lot of us introverts have experienced. And so, because I experienced that, that is why I go so hard for us introverts. So let's talk about the silent struggle, which is likely your current reality. Okay. This silent struggle that's going on. It's probably what's going on in your life. We're going to be honest here. Social media can really be like an overcrowded mall where everybody is shouting, but really no one is being heard. No one's really being heard. This is especially challenging as an introvert. You've probably launched products, you've held webinars, you've probably even released lead magnets and all these types of things. And it just feels like you're screaming into a void. Like, what's really happening here? You know, without a shadow of a doubt, let me just put this out here. You know, without a shadow of a doubt, that what you're offering is transformational. You know that if it would just land with the right people, if it would just be really if people would just know that you exist and that your offer exists, you know that you can help bring solutions to these people with what you have. But it just seems like your message is not landing. It's like, what's really happening? So I'm sure this sounds familiar, right? Well, we have to evaluate what's happening. We have to evaluate what's at stake. And we have to realize that and really understand that the stakes are high when it comes to this happening, that we can't continue in this feast or famine cycle, which is what I like to call it. You're not just risking low engagement, you're risking your dreams. That's what's at stake. You are literally risking your dreams. And so, if you're like me and how I was before I had that pivotal moment, you've probably heard these thoughts in your mind. I'm not making any sales. Maybe I should just get a 9 to 5 job, which, by the way, whenever I would think about that, I would like start convulsing because I'm just like, I can't go back to corporate America. I can't go back to working a 9 to 5. I am the worst now in my life, the worst employee because I know what it's like to be a business owner. And then you've probably also heard, I'm just not cut out for this entrepreneurial thing. So then if you're not really cut out for being an employee anymore because you've been in the entrepreneurial space, but then your mind is telling you, I'm not cut out to be an entrepreneur, then where exactly do you fit? And so as an introvert, these are the types of things we absolutely 100% struggle with on a regular basis when we are not really coming into contact with our ideal clients, when our visibility is low, when we're not networking accurately, when we're not being engaging on social media, when the engagement isn't landing. So these thoughts are really, they're roadblocks that are standing between you and the business that you dream of. But even with that roadblock, there's a silver lining, and that silver lining is your unique strengths. It's who you are authentically and genuinely. But here's the good news also with that. Your introverted nature, although other people have said it's not, your introverted nature is, it's not, it's a good thing. It's not a weakness, it's a strength. Even though they've said it that it's not a strength, it absolutely is. You have the power to form deep, meaningful connections. You have the power to do that as an introvert. Instead of trying to be everywhere and focus on being somewhere that, you just don't fit in, you can focus on being somewhere meaningful. When it comes to us introverts, quality over quantity has to be our mantra. It has to be our mantra. There's so many paths to success, but when you're able to begin to tailor your business in your own way, it knocks it out the box. One of the most empowering truths you can embrace really is that there are all of these different ways to success, but you can make it genuine and authentic for you, especially as an introvert. So, whether it's through one-to-one conversations, small group settings, or even some type of other type of communication like email marketing, you can absolutely tailor your approach to fit your comfort zone, but still achieve your own business goals. It's absolutely doable. It is absolutely doable. So there's really a guiding light in all of this. And it is going to be you dialing in. It is absolutely going to be you dialing in. So I want to give you a couple of action steps today. I want to give you some tools that will help you along your journey. Okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is really having curated content that you're sharing. You want to share content that resonates with your ideal client. This is going to attract those people that you want to serve. And when you do it in a very authentic way, it authentically attracts the people that you want to serve. So one thing you're going to have to do is really get your personal brand together. That doesn't mean you have to go out and get some type of website or logo or anything like that, but just who you are. Who what identifies you. When you share that, it matters to other people and it draws them in. because it's you authentically. They know that what they see is what they get. And that is the beauty of that. That is the awesomeness of that. So, curated content that really allows you to shine through is going to be key. Okay. So, curate your content, make sure it exudes your brand. That's the first thing. Okay. The next thing is, don't be afraid of inbox messages, direct messages, conversations, personal conversations. Do not underestimate the power of these types of messages. A personalized message can go a long way. Why? Why? Because in this world with automated messages, with all kinds of things that are going on, a personal touch really stands out to people. It shows that you care. It shows that you're willing to prove who you are, as far as people learning to know you, like you, and trust you. So please do not underestimate direct messages. Okay. And then the other thing is, so that we're not, when I say we, I'm talking about us introverts. Okay. So that we don't become overwhelmed, schedule your engagement. Set a time, specific times for social media, so it doesn't become overwhelming. Because you have to have those healthy boundaries in place. Because you, as an introvert, because you experience human interaction differently, you got to know when you need to pre-fuel and when you need to refuel. We'll get into that another day. But that is something that you can absolutely do when you schedule your engagement, your social media engagement. Remember, social media is a tool for business. It can be used for a tool for business. It can be for personal things as well, but social media can absolutely be a tool for your business. So I wanted to give you these 3 things that can really change your business. Absolutely change your business. So have your curated content that exudes your personal brand. Then also DM messages that is absolutely acceptable. And that can be your superpower. And then your scheduled engagement. Hey, Felicia, absolutely. Pre-fuel and refuel. It is absolutely a necessity for introverts. And I'll get into that another day. I'm glad you're intrigued. I'll get into that another day, because it is what I live by. People are always amazed that I am so visible. It's strategy behind all of it. It is strategy behind every last drip drop of it. Has to be, or I would not be able to do what I do. Okay. So these are the 3 strategies that I wanted to be able to give you today. And again, if this training resonated with you, if any of it if it's resonated with you, it's not by accident. It's because you felt the weight of these words in your life, the words that I've already said. I'm not making sales. I may have to go back and get a 9 to 5. I'm not attracting the right clients, so on and so forth. Those are the things that you've probably been hearing over and over in your head because you're frustrated. You're out of ideas. You're not really sure what to do next. If you've nodded your head to any of these, then I want you to know, first and foremost, you are not alone. And then more importantly, know that there is a way out of that darkness. So I invite you to schedule a breakthrough call with me. This is free, a breakthrough call. Schedule it with me. It's more than just a call. Honestly, it is a first step to really reclaiming your voice, your visibility, and your business. So don't let another day go by living in this shadow of, I don't know what to do, I'm frustrated, and hiding because the feast or famine is taking over. So I will drop in the comments the link to the breakthrough call. And I'm going to open up now for any questions, just for a second. If there are any questions, I'm going to check to see if there are any questions. And I do not see any. Awesome. So thank you so much for joining me today. And by the way, if you're looking for a community that really truly understands your journey, the Rise and Thrive Womenpreneurs community for introverts, we are absolutely there for you. Other than that, if you again would like to schedule a breakthrough call with me, check the link in the comments, get on a call with me. Your uh, let's get your journey started. Let's get your journey started. So I'm super excited to uh, hear from you because I want to see you come out of that dark place. So I will see you all the next time. And again, if you have any questions, reach out, drop in the comments. I will be watching for comments during for replay. So not a problem there either. So I will see you all later.